Salut et bienvenue au cours de la langue française de Language Plays. Hello and welcome to the French language course at Language Plays. Aujourd'hui, nous apprenons les pronoms démonstratifs. Les pronoms démonstratifs. The demonstrative pronouns. Before we commence, if I make a sentence and say, which book do you want? The one at the right hand side or the one at the left? Which book do you want? The one at the right hand side, the one at the left? If you have an expression like that, then the right way to construct those kind of expressions is to use the demonstrative pronouns. Qu'est-ce que c'est les pronoms démonstratifs? On verra. Let's look at what we mean by pronoms démonstratifs. Les pronoms démonstratifs désignent la personne, l'animal ou la chose dont on parle. The demonstrative pronoun shows or it designates or it shows the person, the animal, or whatever thing you're talking about. So that's the one or that. For example, if you say, I need a book. I need a book. That's of English language. Or the one of English language. That's the one or that in that sentence which demonstrates or shows which book you want is expressed by using the pronoun demonstrative. The demonstrative pronoun. That is exactly what we are talking about. Let's look at further explanations. Ils sont aussi utilisés pour ne pas faire de répétition dans la phrase. Ils sont aussi utilisés pour ne pas faire de répétition dans la phrase. You also use it to avoid unnecessary repetition. Repeating, always saying the French book that I want, the French book here, the French book there, this French book, that French book. You have repeated French book over 20 times. Why not say this one, that one? This one or that one in quotes that you're making reference to is referred to as the demonstrative pronouns. And what are these demonstrative pronouns? How do you say this one, that one? How do you say this, the one of the one, that? How do you make those references? What are the words you use in French? We have the table here. Masculin, singulier. Singulier, masculin, singulier. Celui. Celui. When your noun that you're referring to is masculine singular. For example, quel livre préférez-vous? Which book do you prefer? We are still going to write them out, but just generally explaining them. Quel livre préférez-vous? Which book do you prefer? Celui d'anglais ou celui de français? The one of French, the one of English, or the one of French. You can also do it vice versa. It can be the one of French or the one of English if you want, depending on how you want to say it. But our focus here is on the one. That of English or that of French. I might decide to say that, but that you will use. Because le livre is masculine, celui is what we decided to use. The one of celui d'anglais ou celui de français. Why? Because it is masculine singulier. That is why we decided to use celui. What if it is masculine plural? We say ce, celui singulier, ce pluriel. Féminin, celle, celle. Ou bien celle avec S, celle for the pluriel. The plural. So, encore celle singulier pour féminin, for feminine, celle in the singular form, and then the plural form celle avec S, you add the S. And we have other neutral forms. Ça. Oh, j'aime ça. J'adore ça. I love that. I love that. That you're referring to, that is demonstrating or showing what you love, is kind of a neutral form of demonstrative pronoun. J'aime ça. C'est bon. C'est bon. Ça plus est bon. C'est bon. So, neutral, we also have ce. Ce. This. If you want to say c'est bon as well, yes, this is good. Ce plus est can also give you this c'est bon. So, ceci et cela. Ceci, cela, this, that. So, these are the demonstrative pronouns. And also, let's look at examples to show what we are talking about. Premièrement, je peux poser la question, I can ask the question, quel, as we said in the first place that we're going to write out the question, quel livre préférez-vous? Ou bien, préférez-vous? Quel livre préférez-vous? Quel livre préférez-vous? Quel livre préférez-vous? C'est la question. Which book do you prefer? Which book do you prefer? I can decide to say the one of English or the one of French. Which the one are we going to use? Which the one here are we going to use? Un de français ou d'anglais. The one of French or the one of English? The one of French or English? Which book do you prefer? What are we going to use to mark out that the one in our sentence? Or that of French or that of English? What are we going to use to show this that or the one? We go to livre. Livre is a masculine word and it is singular. So where is masculine singular on our table? Celui. Celui. So, celui de français ou d'anglais. Celui de français ou d'anglais. The one of French or English. Let's take another example. Think of another example where you have to say, is it the one of, or the one of, or that of, or the one of. Okay? We take another example. De pain, voiture, parlez-vous. De pain, voiture, parlez-vous. I underline this because quel will be the one. I want to bring out the difference between quel without e and quel with e. The quel without e goes with what? With masculine words. The one with e and the L, double. When you double the L and e, it goes with feminine. So, which car are you talking about? Which car are you talking about? Let's now go to our main point of focus. Pain de droite ou de gauche. De quelle voiture parlez-vous? Which car are you talking about? Pain de droite ou de gauche? The one at the right or the one at the left? Which one are you talking about? What kind of the one are we going to use here? Your guess is as good as mine. Celle. Why? Because it is feminine, singular. Let's change it to plural. I know you know what to write. You would write celle. But let's change it to plural. If we say de quelle avec S. Okay, let's write that first. Celle. Celle. Let's change it to plural now and see what we are going to write. De quel, au pluriel. De quel. And now we also become plural. De quelle voiture? You're talking about which cars? The ones, it must correspond. Celle de droite, the ones. Let's move to plural here. The ones at the right or the left. And then you use them according to how they appear. Masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, feminine plural. Let's take some of the neutral ones. If I say, oh, j'aime ça. Oh, j'aime ça. I love that. This ça is showing what I love. If I point out something, I've said something before, referring to an antecedent that I have said, j'aime ça, oh, I love that. Ça there is also demonstrative. So it can function neutrally, and others can also function neutrally to demonstrate or show whatever you are talking about. To put the exact factor there that this is what I'm talking about. On continue. There are other forms. There are other things that you can add, and when you add them, it becomes more precise. It adds more precise meaning to them. You can add si ou la. Il existe aussi des formes composées avec si ou la. If you add si or la, what do they mean? It just shows the proximity. Si literally means here. La literally means there. So let's do it literally now. If I say celui and I add hyphen si or celui-là, what am I talking about? What does it tell you? If you look at celui, we say the one, right? The one, or this, the one. This also the one. If I now say the one there, what does it mean? It simply means that one, because of the la. That one, a bit farther to you. And if you say celui-ci, the one here, this nearer one, this one. So, celui-ci, this one, celui-là, that one. So, when you add si ou la, they can have this kind of a little bit of extended meaning. Just as we have said, the normal ones, celui, celle, ce, celle avec S, and other examples, when they are added to si or la. Celui-ci shows preciseness. This one, celui, this, then, or that, then you put si here, this one here, just like saying this one, la, there. So this one or that one, this or that. So celui-là, this one, there, that one, the one there, over there, that one. Celui-ci, this one, closer. Ceux-ci, the ones or those ones here, the ones here. Ceux-là, those ones. Celle-ci, celle-là, celle avec S, celle-ci et celle-là. Prenons des exemples. Let's take some examples. Let's ask a question and we say this one or that one, or this ones or that ones, depending on how the case may be. Quelle histoire, quelle histoire, quelle histoire, quelle histoire, quelle histoire, quelle histoire voulez-vous lire? Quelle histoire voulez-vous lire? Quelle histoire voulez-vous lire? Which histories? Now, history in the sense of the book, the history book. Which histories do you want to read? Let's make it plural. Quelle? Plural also. Quelle histoire? Quelle histoire? Le pluriel, c'est là, avec S. Avec S. Quelle histoire voulez-vous lire? Which histories, which book, which history books, which histories do you want to read? The ones here, like these ones or those ones. These ones or those ones. What kind of these ones are we going to write? What kind of those ones are we going to write? Don't forget to add the si ou la. A quick expo. So which do you use? Feminine plural, celle. Feminine plural, celle avec S. But then you want to add more precision, like these ones or those ones. To say these ones, the closer ones, celle-ci, these ones. But then, if you want to say these ones or those ones, you can just combine them, celle-ci, ou celle-là. You can decide to stop at celle-ci, these ones, and you can decide to say or those ones. Celle-ci ou celle-là. Let's take another example. Pick any word, any random word. You can say, quel métier voulez-vous étudier? Which subject, which course do you want to study? Quel métier voulez? We have used vouloir. Let's choose another verb. Let's say which subject or which course can you teach? Pouvez-vous? Pouvez-vous étudier? Ou bien pouvez-vous enseigner? Teach. We said we are going to teach, not study. So, pouvez-vous enseigner? Maybe I'm giving you two options now. I write down two courses, so I'm giving you two course books, and I say, which ones can you teach of these two? The ones here, the ones written here, so you know it is demonstrative, showing what exactly. These ones, the ones here, or the ones there. We could have said the ones of English or of French, but we have done them here, so you can use those ones to guide yourself. But then if I give you two course books and I say, okay, which of these can you teach? The ones here or these ones there, whichever one. So you know the precision that I'm talking about when I use this kind of example. So, because this is singular and it is masculine, what do you use? Celui. But then, because we want to add the precision here or there, this one or that, we use the si ou la in addition. So it becomes celui-ci ou celui-là. Celui-ci ou celui-là. So, the final question, you can do that on your own, and then I could find somewhere on the board to give you the answer. I have two markers. Quel maquillé voulez-vous? Ou bien, quel maquillé préférez-vous? We can use another noun. Quel stylo? If it's a pen, quel stylo voulez-vous? Do you want? Which pen do you want? Quel stylo préférez-vous? Celle or celui? Which of them are you going to use? If you're using stylo, let's go with stylo. Quel stylo préférez-vous? Ou bien voulez-vous? Which one do you prefer? Is it celui or celle-ci? Or celui or celle-là? If you go with stylo, what would the answer be? Stylo is masculine. Le stylo. So you say celui-ci ou celui-là. Merci. Thank you for participating in class today. If you want to learn more about more pronouns and other topics in the French grammar, keep watching our videos, keep learning with us. Thank you very much. Merci et au revoir. À bientôt.